This video will hopefully give you a quick summary of Kaspa and get you up to speed to know what's going on with the project. So Kaspa is a proof of work cryptocurrency that's very similar to Bitcoin, meaning that it's a mineable coin and has the same type of Nakamoto consensus technology, but it has been innovated to actually become a block DAG instead of a block chain. This allows Kaspa to actually be able to scale and allow smart contracts in the future. The speeds on this is 1 block per second. Bitcoin has 10 minutes per block, but Kaspa is able to do 1 block per second, and its goal is to aim for 100 blocks per second in the future. This will allow for thousands of transactions per second while maintaining the same principles of Bitcoin and remaining secure and decentralized. Kaspa also has no pre-mine, no allocated coins, no private institutions invested into Kaspa at all. It was completely fair launched and mined by the community when it did go live. It has a max supply of 28.7 billion, and currently the market cap is sitting at 714 million. The reason for the high supply in Kaspa is because Kaspa is aiming to be a type of digital silver in the space. The reason for this is because the goal is to become a type of cash, and with cash there needs to be more liquidity, so there needs to be a lot more Kaspa flowing around so that people can actually use it, since it is going to be super fast and actually very secure, because confirmation times are only 10 seconds. Bitcoin's confirmation times are about 1 hour. So you could see how Kaspa has innovated the technology and has insanely improved upon the proof of work mechanism, which has been used for many years, but really has not been improved upon until Kaspa. Another thing is currently we have a development section on the website, and you could see that there's some things that are trying to be worked on. Currently, we're trying to work up to upgrading our language coding to Rust. We were currently using Golang, but we want to move over to Rust so that we can increase our blocks per second from 1 block per second to 10 blocks per second, and eventually in the future, maybe even hit 100 blocks per second. We're also trying to develop a mobile wallet that can be officially on the App Store and Play Store, and this is about 2 months away from being complete. We're also trying to integrate Kaspa on Ledger. Currently, we have already done all the work on our end for Ledger. We're just waiting for Ledger to make the approval. We're also trying to develop a full-on white paper for Kaspa. This has not really been developed yet because Kaspa right now is made up of a bunch of different white papers that make up Kaspa, because 10 plus years of development has gone into this project. And you can actually check that out by checking my deep dives on my playlist, and also you could check out other videos on my YouTube channel that goes really deep into the tech. Lastly, we're going to be trying to implement smart contracts. And a lot of people think that smart contracts are needed right away for a project to be successful, but this is just not true, especially for something like Kaspa, where its first narrative is not smart contracts. It's actually trying to be a payment system. Kaspa is going to be able to actually compete in this field because Kaspa's proof of work technology is so fast that it can actually be used as a settlement layer for institutions or businesses to use for e-commerce, and using Kaspa as a payment type of system. So Kaspa is going to have that type of utility in the forefront, and as we speak, there are many places that are trying to integrate Kaspa, as we have been getting integrated with a lot of different e-commerce crypto payment websites. So this is really good for the adoption of Kaspa. And another thing is trying to get adoption is by listing on multiple exchanges so that Kaspa can be given out to the community. If you want to know about the tokenomics, you can head over to the tokenomics section, and you could see that currently the emission schedule is a set schedule, and if you go to the release schedule, you could see that currently we're sitting at 195 Kaspa per block. The way this works is every time a block is mined, 195 Kaspa is given to the miner. Now, instead of Bitcoin's 4-year halving cycle, Kaspa has a 1-year halving cycle, and also reduces the reward every single month very nicely. This is so that a lot of the Kaspa was able to be distributed to the community before ASICs came online, as we do have them now. So this hopefully gives a lot of Kaspa in the hands of normal retail than in the hands of a bunch of miners. And it's also really great that Kaspa had that fair launch aspect with no allocation, no ICO, no private investors. So that means there's no worries of future dumping in the future by institutions or private companies. Another thing that you want to take a look at is the Kaspa wiki. The Kaspa wiki is a very good place to get some general information on Kaspa and actually understand why Kaspa is different from every single other type of cryptocurrency. You can also check out my YouTube channel, and I explain that a lot on why Kaspa is very, very special. Another good place to check out is the Cas FYI Explorer. This kind of shows you all the stats for Kaspa. You can currently see that there's 68% mined already for Kaspa, and also we have the next reward is going to reduce to 185 Kaspa per block. Also, our circulating supply right now is up 19.8 billion. You can also check our top addresses and see that mainly it's going to be exchanges in the top 10 with some normal addresses over here that hold a lot of Kaspa, but this is all right because you could see that they only hold about 1% and a lot of them hold less than 1% of the supply. The top 10 addresses hold about 17% of the supply, the top 100 holds about 36, and then the top 1000 holds about 61% of the supply, but there's still about 30% of the supply left to go out into circulation. So Kaspa is very, very nicely distributed between the community. If you want to get involved with the community, consider joining the Discord. That is mainly where most things are going on, where different fundings are going on. And because since Kaspa is a proof of work, fair launch, community driven coin, there's going to need to be some efforts of donations so that we can actually fund development for the future. I found my part in helping Kaspa grow as a project as a YouTube channel, giving tons of content and information and education about Kaspa. So there's always something for you to do. If you're good at writing, if you're good at making videos, if you're good at something about marketing, go ahead and join the Discord and chat with them, because they will be really thankful that we get more help on growing the project. It's really up to us to actually make this project grow, because there is no central entity behind it. There's a vision behind it and we're all in consensus to follow it, but ultimately it is based on the community and where this goes in the future. So I hope you guys got a quick rundown of Kaspa so far, and I hope to see you guys in my other videos where you guys can learn a ton more about Kaspa in these deep dives. And also, if you want to understand where to hold your Kaspa, I have a whole playlist there of the different ways you can hold your Kaspa so that you can keep it safe and secure and off exchanges, because that is the worst place you want to hold your crypto. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, don't be average, be different.